Hey guys, meteorologist Jonathan Kegas, ready to talk all things winter in Central Florida. You may not know it, may not think it, but winter does impact the Sunshine State, even though if it's not ice and snow, we're talking other things like the potential for a drought, possibly severe thunderstorms, depending upon what the weather patterns are setting up. So here's the deal. NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, issued their annual winter forecast. Now, for Florida, it calls for drier than normal and warmer than normal conditions to persist through the winter months of December, January, and February. That's an issue because we've been dry already, and if we do see that come into fruition, that drier than normal stretch, we are likely going to observe drought conditions as we get deeper into the winter months, as we approach wildfire season in the latter stages of winter, really in February, March, April, before the wet season gets here. That could become problematic. So you see the yellow shaded color there, that represents the likelihood for a drought to develop over the next few months as forecast by the Climate Prediction Center of NOAA. Here is the widespread deal, and obviously this means a lot more to our friends up north as they will be dealing with the brunt of the cold, of course. But you see there the green representing above normal precipitation. That is mainly for the northwest side of the country, the Pacific Northwest, and then also around the Great Lakes and interior New England. You see much of the southern tier of the country in that brown color. That represents that drier than normal stretch that we are likely going to get into. This is very typical of a La Nina pattern. What is a La Nina? So this is going to be the deal. A couple of weeks ago, officially, La Nina was declared. This is observed as, at least in part, to cooler than normal ocean waters off the coast of South America. You see that blue there. This is the sea surface temperature anomaly now, and it is below normal by 0.5 degrees Celsius, confirming that we are in a La Nina. Now, a typical La Nina pattern is something that brings drier than normal weather to the southern tier of the country and wetter than normal and colder than normal weather to the northern tier. There are two jet streams in play. You always hear us talking about the jet stream. It's kind of that atmospheric river. It's kind of the pathway in which storms move. In the winter time, we have two jet streams that typically get involved. What we are concerned with in an El Nino year is the subtropical jet stream. It's the dividing line between warmer air to the south of it and then relatively cooler air to the north of it. In an El Nino year, this branch of the jet stream is very, very active. It typically leads to severe weather locally in Florida. It also goes in to help to create those big nor'easters that you get rolling up the I-95 corridor and blasting parts of New England with ice and snow, especially snow there in the urban megalopolis, if you will, through the 95 corridor. That's when those two jet streams kind of play with each other. I always like to say it's like the Ghostbusters when the streams cross, when they're fighting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's a very powerful interjection of energy when those two get together. We're not talking about an El Nino this year. We're talking again about that La Nina. Typically, again, that jet stream is less active. We don't have as many of those weather systems rolling through Florida, and we are drier than normal. So again, this is going to be something that we will watch going forward as our friends to the north will likely have brutally cold air, especially in the Intermountain West, Northern Plains, Pacific Northwest, as forecast by the Climate Prediction Center. If you want more on this, just find the link below. There's a whole write-up on this, and you can share it with your friends and everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching as always. Hopefully we get some rain in the mix, but again, officially forecast by the Climate Prediction Center is a strong likelihood that we enter drought-like conditions or drought conditions through the course of the winter.